Hi, I'm Jamie Ray, and welcome to Studio Art. In this class, students will continue their studies at a highly rigorous level from the advanced class of any studio area. The course design will follow the guidelines of the advanced placement class of the College Board. Students must declare an area of concentration and will be placed in a classroom of advanced students. Those students interested in creating a portfolio for college, applying for scholarships, or submitting materials for the College Board examination are encouraged to enroll. And if you have any more questions, you can read the section on AP Studio Art on page 57 in the Academic Program Guide. In this studio class, I have students that are here for the full year and also for the semester. So what I've done is combine all of my information so that you get an overview of what my plan is for this semester and next semester. The AP or Excel Art and Design course framework is composed of core skills, big ideas, essential questions, and enduring understandings, learning objectives, and essential knowledge. AP Art and Design skill categories delineate overarching understandings central to the studio and practice of art and design. Each of the three skill categories consists of skills that encompass foundational to advanced learning over the span of the course. Students need to develop, practice, and apply these skills in a variety of contexts. For this class, the AP 2D Art Design course framework is made up of three big ideas. The first idea is to investigate materials, processes, and ideas. Second idea is to make art design, and the third idea to present their art design. The new AP Art Design framework included in the course and exam description outlines distinct skills that students should practice throughout the year. Skills that will help them to learn and think and act like artists. Skills 2 and 3 are specifically assessed in both portfolio sections, which is called Sustained Investigation and Selected Works. So your first skill, Inquiry and Investigation, where they will investigate materials, processes, and ideas. The second, Making through Practice, Experimentation, and Revision, make works of art design by practicing, experimenting, and revising. And the third is Communication and Reflection, communicating ideas about art and design. What I thought I would do is go through the themes or the topics that I will explore this semester and second semester, so you get a little bit more visual understanding of where we're going. For their very first assignment, just to get their brains thinking and manipulating, I gave them close-up visual textures. And to turn in, they have to take 4 of their visual textures, 2 each, and combine them into a finished product. So I've got my example of a leaf and part of this wooden structure, and then I created more of like a bullseye effect. Soon we're going to be going into a social justice project. The exciting thing for this semester, and I've talked to them already, is depending on what overarching theme the entire group decides upon, students can then work collaboratively as a group, creating installations, or they can work on their own individual projects, but we're going to end up having a show at the LaGrange Art League. And I'm hoping that will occur maybe October, November. We will then move on to, these are the different themes. So first semester, at least for 3/4 of first semester, I will direct and give them prompts for assignments. So one of the assignment is called Caravaggio lighting. We will explore the rule of thirds again. And all of these examples that you're seeing are past student work. Color. Reflections. They have been given Hockney joiners, and one of the things that I've been talking to them about is the ability to show time. So not necessarily just a single photograph, but the idea of capturing, you know, a scene over a span of 10 minutes, and then how can you manipulate and put that together, not only to create movement in space, but also the idea of time. I'd like to revisit commercial photography. depending on what they would like to advertise. So these examples, while the items, Guess and Paris do exist, the models and the background and the photo shoot behind them were all the students' work. Portraiture. I'd like to attempt to do some type of artist book. I've got a lot of students that are really into mixed media, so figuring out what kind of materials they would like. But this would be a fun project where they can, create and manipulate their images into more of a kind of tangible artistic piece. Foreshortening and extreme angles. One of the things I'd also like to discuss is that for each of these assignments, obviously assessment is going to be a little bit tougher than it's been maybe in their beginning and advanced class. For each assignment, they probably will be asked to take pictures, maybe 20 to 24 images, but instead of just turning in, maybe one finished product, I might have them turn in two, just to create more of this collection and to build their portfolios. The other thing too is with their artwork, I'm going to ask them to really push the envelope a little bit more. And so I think the stakes are going to be a little bit higher that, when they're assigned color, that could mean so many different things, but to really kind of step it up instead of just going outside to take pictures of flowers, I'm really looking for them to heighten their subject matter. We'll explore high contrast with text. And so one of the things that we did in advanced photography was to create and look at a focus or a concentration. So at the end of first semester, they will start to look at their focus area and think about what they would like to explore. So I thought it might be helpful if I showed you some examples of what students have explored in the past. Second semester, if they continue with me, it is based mainly on them continuing the sustained investigation. And in that case, each photo assignment, again, I will ask probably between 20 to 24 photos, but this time they're going to be turning in a collection of 3 to 5 for each assignment, depending on if they're strictly doing digital, or some of them might explore more multimedia or mixed media. So some of the themes that students have investigated or looked at in the past. Sam Callahan from 2011 created noir scenes with a dramatic use of light and costumes. Kristen started with joiners and then modified them as she researched different ways of presentation and techniques like HDR, high dynamic range. Ashley staged her own narrative of Alice in Wonderland, staging unique setups and enhancing color in her digital images. Destiny dressed her sister up and used extreme angles and gestures. Jacob showcased landscapes through his travels through Yosemite. Annie took more of a documentary approach, finding unique situations of people on her travels. Abby documented varying identities and their internal connection with the world around us. Isabel created theoretical fantasies. Liz began with the idea of spiritual beings and later developed her own personal internal narratives. Grace created narrative portraits using makeup and props. Riley enjoyed creating manipulated self-portraits. And Michael took a documentary approach to his work and created journalistic imagery. So you can see that the ideas that students are investigating are very different. And so it is a time for them, especially in the studio class, to really expand upon what they enjoy. Along the way, I'm giving them journals to reflect upon, lots of readings about artists, videos about artists, just to keep, expanding their knowledge base of things that are going on, and especially what's going on in the art world. One thing I would like to highlight is how you can access the information on Canvas. If you go to our Canvas homepage for Studio Art, I'm going to highlight a couple of things. If they need to get a hold of me Tuesday through Friday, they can click on this Zoom, and then that will notify me that they would like to meet. The other thing is the grading syllabus, which I'm going to click on. And one of the things that I just wanted to go over quickly was grading. Now, for most of the assignments, I probably am going to use the AP grading rubric, but their semester coursework is going to include projects, photography assignments and images, and a research journal. One of the things that has changed with AP is that they would like to see documentation of students' ideas and revisions. So I'm asking them to keep either a tangible sketchbook or a digital sketchbook. I'm also going to break down the coursework into two categories. It will be summative, which will be graded, and formative, which will be ungraded. If I go back to our Canvas page, I'm always going to put the newest information or the newest week at the top. So if you scroll down, you can see for each day what the learning objective is and what the assignment is. So that's how I'm going to organize everything for Studio Art this semester. I am really looking forward to a wonderful semester. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to email me at any time during the semester.